I'm going to go ahead and introduce the next panel. So what we're doing here is we're turning to vendors who've made a study out of reaching the women's audience that we've been talking about. Through focus groups, research, their own personal experiences, the companies you're about to see have made targeting moms a central part of their businesses. And I have to tell you, I've worked with a couple of them, and I know that for a fact. They've opened up whole new areas of product development like cloud-based home computing, the Internet of Smart Devices, mom as keeper of memories, and a whole lot more. And here to introduce all of them is one of the moms who's gained the greatest efforts on the mom market and someone who I work with very closely, Beth Blecherman.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm so happy to be here. I thought I'd start out a little bit with my background so you understand why I'm here. I was a programmer, then I was a senior manager at Deloitte, and I was a technology consultant, and then I became a family manager of 3 boys. So I realized that parents are the power consumers and power users of technology. So I started my site, techmamas.com, and I'm TechMama on Twitter. I also consult with companies to help them beta test tech products. So, and I'm gonna give you just a little bit of an intro too. We know how important that the parent market is to the high-tech industry, but we're not always in the conversation of what makes a good product for families. So we've got a little bit of a product fashion show today. Each one of the products you're about to see helps moms and parents manage their lives with style and sophistication. Each has studied the needs of the market and created a product to match the need. First, we'll give you sort of a product fashion show of their work, and then we're going to open it up for questions. So I'm going to start out with introducing, ready to go? Okay, I'm going to give you an intro for our first product, for our product fashion show. Greg Duffy is an engineer by training, but he watched folks, including his own dad, struggle with the first-generation Wi-Fi security camera installation. He wanted to create a Wi-Fi camera that was simple to install and use. As people began to buy the camera, he recognized that they weren't just using it for security. They were using it for watching babies, the pet, video conferencing, and more. Greg has been constantly adapting Dropcam to his users. Okay, I'd like to welcome Greg Duffy to make his presentation.
All right, hi everyone. This is Beth, our beautiful, our beautiful MC. There we are. That's me. Not so beautiful, but you know it'll do. So hi, I'm Greg Duffy. I'm the CEO of Dropcam. We really love mom users, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Dropcam is and why we care about moms and how we're marketing to them. So Dropcam is a little Wi-Fi camera. You can put it up anywhere in your home. Once it's up on your Wi-Fi network, it takes 5 minutes because we know moms have no time for this kind of stuff. You get it on your Wi-Fi network, you can view it from iPad, iPhone, Android, PC, Mac, whatever platform you want to use. You can view it from, on 3G anywhere in the world. So, we also have a cloud-based DVR, so we can record up to 30 days of video from the camera, and you can actually take clips and share them with grandma and grandpa, things like that. We can alert you when there's motion. And it actually has night vision, so it can see in the dark, and you can even talk back. So this is great for the pet and baby use case. If you're away at a conference like CES, you can actually talk and have them hear your voice before they go to sleep. So that's Dropcam. So one of the interesting things we noticed is that we actually added sharing and making clips as a feature this past year, specifically because we noticed moms and dads actually as well, putting the cameras in their home and wanting to share that video with their families. So I'm going to show one of these videos here at the top left of the screen. This was actually somebody who, let's see, caught their baby's first steps when the sitter was home. So this is a babysitter, and they were away at lunch or dinner, and the Dropcam was running, and there are the first steps in this baby's life. And if they hadn't had Dropcam, they would have missed this moment. So it's really cool. We've learned that Dropcam is not just a security camera, but it's actually a monitor for your life, the camera that's recording when you're not there to do so. So this is a pivotal moment in this family's life, and we caught it for them, and so it makes us happy. You can also use Dropcam to help feel safe, so keeping an eye on the front door, or even figuring out how your puppy gets into the garbage can. And actually, just a couple days ago, we had a story where a dog actually turned on the stove in somebody's house, and the stove caught fire. And they caught it on Dropcam, got an alert, came in, saved the puppy, saved the apartment. So we're doing this stuff all the time. So again, what we learned from moms is that Dropcam is more than just surveillance. It's a baby monitor. You can make sure your teenagers aren't partying while you're away at CES. You can use it to monitor your pets. It gives you peace of mind and even creates and stores memories for you. It's for the entire family. And we think it's especially good for working parents. So I'll pass it on to Brad next.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks.
Brad Davis' former life was at Disney, so he knows families and consumers, and he also knows the power of storytelling. Photobucket is all about giving families the tools to tell their stories to each other and preserve them for future generations. Brad?
Great. Thanks, Beth. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? You actually may remember Photobucket from your college days. You may use it now. It is one of the oldest and largest photo sharing and photo storage sites on the web. We are looking at currently, sorry guys, we have 10 billion photos stored. We have over 100 million registered users. And we are part of Web 2.0. So what we've done at Photobucket is taken the opportunity to begin to meet the needs of the marketplace today. And in meeting those needs, we have become and are becoming the one place where you can tell the story of your life through sharing, through storage, and through editing. The photos that literally are the singular most important aspect of your life outside of your kids and your pets that Dropcam so effectively monitors for you. As part of our effort within Photobucket to meet the needs of our consumers, we've given them the opportunity now to create their own stories, your own collaboration. You're your own curator, utilizing photos, videos, and text. And the best way is to, do we have audio? Yes. Thank you. Photobucket Stories allows you to pull stories from any device where you have your stories, your photos on, uploaded to Photobucket, and create a memory of a single event, of a life moment, or of a shared occurrence. Utilizing the true story narrative, Photobucket Stories allows you to utilize photos, videos, and text for that mom historian to archive the memories of the family, and at the same time, share this story to as few or as many as you want to across the social web. We're not there to compete with Facebook. We're there to augment Facebook. We're not there to compete with Instagram. We are there to take your Instagram photos and instead of having the photos be a single moment in time, help store those moments and memories for life. Now, we've taken the opportunity of expanding this to both brands as well as the consumers. The consumer experience is what you saw with Baby George. And here we go. I want to give you two quick examples of how Stories is being utilized by brand marketers and by bloggers. The first one we're going to look at is parental guidance. We just did a promotion with Fox what a year was this computer made? If you could go to parental guidance. Thank you. Always have to have tech assistance. Parental Guidance was the largest grossing family movie for the holiday season this year. Starring Bette Midler and Billy Crystal. I don't know if many of you saw it. Did over $36 million in opening week. We partnered with Fox to use the images that they already had, the information and videos that they already had within their promotion, to tell the story of the difference between the old school parenting and the new school parenting as part of their promotion for the pre-promotion for the movie starting in October. As we've got the opportunity to show this to you in detail at a later date. Can you? Thank you. Should have had you drive anyway. We had an average engagement on parental guidance of over 2.5 minutes per view. This is consistent with the engagement that you see on most branded entertainment efforts by brand marketers. And we also have a screenshot here, unfortunately it's not in the full flash drive, of how mommy bloggers are also using stories to create memories and explain could you bring this up for me? Thank you. And explain in that narrative story format the events around their blog focus. In this case, travel blog, and this one, a story of their trip to Mexico City with the kids. No longer is Photobucket just about a place to store your photos and leave them there. Photobucket is now the one place to do everything you want to with your photos and share them to whomever, wherever you want to. Thanks for indulging the technical difficulties as well. Got my iPad, I'll be glad to show it to you on it afterwards.
Okay, next I'd like to introduce Joanne Lang. AboutOne and she's no stranger to technology. Our first speaker, Joanne Lang, is a former software company executive specializing in cloud technology. Lang recognized that there are lots of solutions for businesses to manage their stuff, but nothing for homes. AboutOne is Joanne's vision of what home management needs to be about, and mostly it needs to be accessible from any device and any time. She's the winner of tons of awards for women entrepreneurs, and oh yeah, she's the mother of 4 children. Joanne.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So my name is Joanne Lang. I'm the founder of AboutOne. AboutOne is one place or one app to organize your household information. To give you my background, I came from cloud and mobile technology. I worked for a company called SAP. And the reason I founded AboutOne is because I couldn't give a paramedic one of my son's health information when he collapsed one day. And I thought my son was going to die. My son didn't die, but afterwards I did about a year's worth of research into why I wasn't organized with my information at that point in time in the ambulance, when I felt like I was organized at home with my filing cabinets, with Evernote, with Excel, and all the other devices that I have. I came to Mommy Tech actually last year and said we were going to develop and launch this version of the product. We launched in April with the help of companies like Cool Mom Pics and others. And I actually had to write a list of where we've come. So we're in 6 digits of customers. We ramp up about 50,000 new customers a month. And we're partnered with Susie Orman, Dell, Microsoft, and some others you'll hear today. I was in a movie called Control Alt Compete. I raised over $3 million in venture capital in the US, which is in itself an interesting topic. We started to go live in schools with a private sharing tool. We're working with insurance companies. We've monetized personal healthcare records. And we came second, believe it or not, next to Goldman Sachs for running what we call a comeback mum returnship, which is in our employees. We hire comeback mums to come in our workforce, and we came second next to Goldman Sachs for executing that program. So what's AboutOne? These are some of the awards that we've won, almost every kind of mum award that you can. So what's AboutOne? It's a digital filing application that saves you time, but also earns you money at the same time. So the differences between AboutOne and every other filing application are we enter information for you through a series of technical APIs. We use gamification and game mechanics to tell you what to organize and how to organize it, and then we pay you in real dollars. The more prepared and organized you are for your family, the more money you earn. We've just started to work with Google to enhance your calendar, to make your calendar and contacts more useful. For example, we added households to your calendar so you can add family and pets in there. And we make your information useful. So we have a series of pre-built reports in the format that they need to be. So it could be home inventory, for example, in the format that you need to speed up a claim, a health history, babysitter reports, capital gains reports. We have pre-built alerts for recalls on your home inventory, which we entered through very quickly through APIs for you automatically. And then we have a patented process for privately sharing. So if you want to share to an individual contact, share with my mum, my children's baseball game, or to a group of homeroom mums a particular video. So that's AboutOne kind of in a nutshell. So we were asked to talk about, and I think we were asked to talk about trends in the mum market, and I thought I'd list some of the things I'd learned in case it was useful for the audience. So definitely private sharing is a huge trend that we've seen. There's definitely a place for Facebook. I use it, I love it. But people want to be able to choose what they push out to social media and then what they keep privately, whether it's AboutOne, Photobucket, or other sites. It's definitely a trend that we're seeing. People are hesitant, especially about pictures and videos of their children, to push it out to places where it could be used for other reasons. My biggest lessons learned is that this audience wants you to listen and take action. So one of the things we're launching at CES is a partnership with Working Mother, where we have what we call, it's the world's only outside-in program. So we're taking feedback every 3 weeks from Working Mother customers, and we're developing it. 3 weeks later, we roll back out the features to them to show them that we listened, we understood their features, and we roll them back out. The feedback we had was everybody asks for input and questionnaires and feedback, but nobody ever comes back and shows what they did with the actual solution and the technology. So I think you could call it, we're kind of crowdsourcing the first ever application for working mothers, developed and designed by working mothers with Working Mother. My other lessons learned, and this was quite a painful one for me, was 60% of my customers come in through tablets and mobile devices. So we had to learn to build in a technology called responsive design. So not only from an application perspective, but from a website perspective. And I'm happy to share my lessons learned on that, but that was an important lesson for us. And it's a very new kind of technology, but that's something that we're developing in more and more and more. So it's not just about the mobile apps, but it's about having responsive design on landing pages and in emails as well. The third thing for lessons learned for me from our experience is gamification was important, but my customers didn't care about being in an organization leadership board or winning 100 badges. They wanted to earn rewards, and especially if they could use the rewards for their children. So if I could give back the money I'd earned in Xbox points or Target vouchers and things that my children loved. So those were kind of my 4 trends that I've seen in the marketplace and working with this market over the last year. And then finally, we brought our actual real developers to our booth. So if you want to go and give input into the design of our product or our mobile apps, we also have a Windows 8 app that we're working on. And we have some other big announcements that will come out of Working Mother when we finish the Working Mother program, and the different companies, big name companies that will take those products and put them on their hardware devices. I am a real mom. These are my 4 children, so I can definitely give honest feedback on the topic of being a mom as well. Now, my children, I have 4 boys, 9, 7, 5, and 3. Thank you.
Every family knows they have to protect their devices and protect their kids. After the message, it gets kind of confusing. Our next presenter, Judy Bitterli, is an experienced marketer who knows how to touch a customer's life. She'll also tell you how AVG is researching and what they're learning to make their product the most responsive security product in the business.
Thank you. At AVG Technologies, we have over 143 million active users. A lot of those are moms. So I wanted to share with you what we feel is one of the most significant trends next year, and also some data behind that. What we know from the research that we've done is that in the United States, 92% of the children under 2 years of age have a digital footprint. Think about all the photos that go out there and all the videos and all the blogs that go out there. We know that most children under the age of 5 can't swim or can barely tie their shoes, but hand them an iPad, an iPod, or an iPhone or a phone, and they can turn it on, navigate, and if we're not careful, order something from Amazon. Half of today's children, age 6 to 9, regularly speak to their friends in a social scenario. I have 14 nieces and nephews, and over the holidays, I think every single one was on Snapchat or some kind of social device. They're on there, and regrettably, 1 out of 6 every 6 to 9-year-olds has been a victim of cyberbullying. So this is a real issue, and by the time the children are 11, they've reached digital maturity. So moms are taking a much more aggressive role in making sure that their children are safe and safe online. What moms have told us is that, as I said, they're following more closely what their children are doing online and what technology they're using. What we've also found and heard from them is that their source of information is other moms. They want to know that whatever is being recommended has been tried, tested, and works in the other families and for the other moms. And also what moms have told us is that they're having the online safety talk with their children before they have the sex talk. So think about it. We share with our customers and our users a lot of practices for protecting their family. I just want to highlight a few for you. One is, I think everyone knows this, but every single site where you post photos, videos, blogs, make sure it's secure. Set up circles of friends, kind of like we do in real life. If I'm having an issue with my husband, I may tell my best friend, but I definitely won't tell an aunt or someone I haven't seen for a couple of years. Be very selective in what you share and how you share. Don't just install family safety or security products. If you, with your family and with your children, discuss what kind of car you're going to buy or where you're going to a restaurant or family finances, this is something that you should involve your children in. We know that if children are involved in a decision, they will more likely embrace it. And so we're not just educating, we're making them part of the decision. There's several technology products that we have that help moms and help parents through these solutions. There's technology that we have that will help you know if your child is potentially a victim of cyberbullying. We have technology that will help you know what's going on your child's social networks. We have tools that will help you know where they're navigating and tools that will help your children stay safe while they're out there searching and browsing on the web. So there's 2 other points that I'd like to make, and that is, as we know, moms have a lot of roles, and more as our parents age, there's a duality of responsibility that we have for online digital footprints. Regrettably, most of our parents, as they're aging, are divorcing, sadly, or there's the loss of one of the parents. What that means is that your parents are in the dating game, and they haven't dated in the last 40 years. The Authority on Everything Senior, AARP, in a piece of research they recently published, said that 1 in 10 seniors are sexting. So look around this room and think about 1 in 10 people's parents or parent is sexting. AARP even has some great articles and how-tos on this. There's one titled Sexting Not Just for Kids and Texting Away Your Inhibitions. They give good guidance for seniors. One is turn off your pop-ups. You don't want the grandkids to see what's coming across, and put a password on it. So my key point is, as moms and as parents, the trend next year, we strongly believe, is really protecting the digital footprint. But what I'd also encourage you to do is to look at what's going on in your parents' lives. And to reinforce that in closing, I want to give you a quote from Jose Estevez, who's 75 years old. He said, "I nearly swallowed my uppers when I opened the text message Miss Haversham sent me the other day. I didn't even know she could work a cell phone. I mean, really work it." So again, from a trend perspective, be safe, make sure your family's safe, and that also includes our parents. Thank you. Oops, got it.
Finally, we all know that mobile payments are big news, but they've yet to become part of the daily routine for shoppers. We've invited Jeff Mullen to talk to you about the mobile wallet landscape. Jeff is an inventor on hundreds of pending and issued patents, and we chose him because he sits in the middle of the most transactional research and development that's fueling the next generation of mobile payment devices. He's going to give you an overview of why this matters so much for the home consumer. Jeff?
Thank you very much. I'm Jeff Mullen, founder and CEO of Dynamics. Let me switch over. Dynamics has raised over $40 million. The last round was a $35 million round led by Bain Capital. Dynamics has closed the largest paid pots in the history of banking to the world's largest banks and has launched numerous products. There's 4 areas of payments: magnetic stripes, European chips, wireless NFC or contactless, and phone payments. Dynamics is the only company that actually issues products in all 4 technologies. So when we talk about mobile, Dynamics actually has a lot of experience in all of those areas. So people don't know this, but mobile payments actually failed in Japan. And we're actually looking in the United States as to where payments is going. Japan is a great place to look. Japan is very different. I'm just going to use this. Japan is, hello? Japan's very different than the United States. You actually have the largest carrier in Japan actually dominated the market. They actually forced all of the cell phone makers to actually put their version of technology into all of the phones. They bought a percentage of the largest bank in Japan, and they spent billions of dollars upgrading a relatively small infrastructure. In Japan, you have the world's most advanced cell phone users. The average commute is about 2 hours, so people use their phones more than they actually use their laptops. And behavior in Japan is ideal for mobile phone payments. Credit is actually not necessarily accepted. If you do not have paid off your last credit card bill, they can deny you credit. And so the forms of payment are more installment and deferrals. You're at the point of sale, you're saying, I want that sofa, 6-month installments. And in Japan, it's culturally impolite necessarily to talk about payments publicly. So they created these great products that had all this advanced technology on it. You could make these selections at the point of sale, consolidated the entire industry, launched it. After 5 years of launch, mobile payment volume for general purpose transactions in Japan is significantly less than 1% for phones based on cards. And so why did that happen? It's because people are viewing their credit cards as their keys until you see a time where people will put their house keys or their car keys on their phones. You will not see credit cards on phones for any majority of transactions. Now this is important because the average family uses a credit card approximately once a day. Right, so what Dynamics has developed a next generation computer and put it into your average credit card. There's over 70 electrical components squeezed into 1/10 cubic inch of space. And we have the world's first card programmable magnetic stripe. So someone can press different buttons at the point of sale on their actual card, swipe the card, and the user's desires can be communicated across all 60 million magstripe readers, across all 8.7 million merchant locations to your banks. Dynamics and UMB and Visa just launched a product right before the holidays called the Dynamics ePlate. And what this does is it allows you to change the reward you get every time you make a transaction. So on Monday, you could get cash back. On Tuesday, you could get miles. On Wednesday, you could be donating to a charity. On Thursday, you could be getting a toy automatically delivered to one of your children. You can change the reward at any time online, through your bill statement or on your phone. And when you have all of these brands competing and vying for your attention, they provide extremely disproportionate value. One brand we launched yesterday was Skip Barber Racing Cars. If you want to be, the best mother ever of a late teen male, it's a great product. You spend $2,500 in any store, and you get a $700 trading lesson in an F1 car for free, right? So that's a 28% reward. For you to match that reward with your existing 1% cashback cards would cost you approximately $70,000 in purchases. There's a number of interesting brands that have created some very meaningful programs. One is on the presentation. You can say Kids Bop, one of the largest providers of music to children. Parents can actually go and enter in their child's cell phone number or their child's email address, and instantly, with a second of making a purchase, that reward will actually be instantly delivered to your child. So that when you make a purchase and you live your life and you're eating breakfast, when you're paying at the pump, when you're going and actually paying for something at the movies, not only can you get a reward, but also so can your children. Twin Sisters also launched last night. That is a children's ebook company, and as soon as you swipe the card, the reward's delivered instantly. In addition to developing a next-generation hardware technology, Dynamics has layered in a next-generation payment processing technology over the existing processing network. So instead of you getting a reward 30 days, 60 days after the fact, you get your rewards within 2 seconds of making a transaction. So before you even put your credit card back in your pocket, you or your child can get a reward. And you can change the rewards at any time. So that as you and your children change their preferences, the card is always there for you. Thank you very much.
Okay. I think next is, let's see. I think we're going to do one more real quick. Oren.
I'll be right back.
And then I'm so excited to get you the future. Oren is, Boiman is the CEO and founder of Magisto. And Owen started Magisto out of the frustration. It took his wife 2 weeks to manually edit videos of their first daughter. So they developed a super sophisticated AI technology that's easy to use as one click. And he's not only a CEO and founder, but he has 4 kids, and yet he still has time to create family memories. All right.
This is the audio, right? Great. So hi, yeah. Thank you, Beth, for the introduction. So yeah, what drove me into this venture was the kind of after my first daughter was born, with I don't know, proud father, and buying a new camcorder, starting to capture the new moments as a new family, and I was excited to document our life. And then after a few months, we had this party for guests. And I said, OK, honey, let's take the videos and do some amazing show. And for the first time, I looked at the raw video that we captured. I expected to see the exciting memories we've seen, and it was utterly boring. It was like, what am I going to do with this? So we said, OK, so video editing, right? That's the solution. And my wife was on maternity leave, and it took her, like, again, these 2 weeks to get to this polished video that we're proud to share with the guests. And then it struck me, nobody's doing anything with the videos. Nobody's doing anything with their memories. So it's like, that is the question that I started to ask. So what are people doing with their memories? I mean, we have, right now, video cameras in our pockets all the time, all day. We can document our entire life on video, so what will we do with it? How do you manage those precious memories that we have? And the first thing is, do we share them? Do you really see people share videos ever? It's like the most embarrassing, boring stuff that you can imagine. So you're not going to do that. You simply don't do that. And you don't see people do that. It's stupid. So OK, if you don't share them, maybe you have a great way to cherish those precious memories. That's my camera roll. That's what it looks like. It's awful. OK, so maybe you have some meaningful way of organizing those memories that you have. Well, that is my desktop. Well, I know what you do. You edit those videos, right? You probably edit those videos, and that's what you get. Video editing is a nightmare. It's a one-time experience. It takes hours to days, and it's simply not fun. So what do you do with your memories? That's the big question. The answer, the sad truth is nothing. You don't do anything with the videos. And over time, they're neglected, they're forgotten, they're gone. So I wanted to do something else. I wanted to kind of imagine a new future of memories. And right at that time, when that happened, I was just starting my PhD in computer vision, trying to learn how to make computers think like humans, like AI technology. And that's what we set to do in Magisto. Oops, sorry. Just a minute. So again, we've developed this super sophisticated technology that's going to be able to do all the work for you. This is going to be your personal memory assistant. It's going to be so smart, they'll be able to understand what's going on inside your videos, inside your memories, and we're able to help you to do the things that takes you hours to days in minutes. And the next thing, that if you have such a personal memory assistant, then you'll just be able to select, in a few clicks, essentially a few seconds, you'll be able to create those unforgettable keepsakes out of the boring videos that you have. You'll be proud to share them. So if you have these memories, and it's so easy to create, you probably have a lot of them, right? So what do you do with them? How do you organize your memories? How do you share them? How do you tell a story? So then we try to imagine a new way, like a video album. It's going to be something like a scrapbook that you'll be able to curate and design and customize for yourself, and that's going to be the best way to share your story privately with the people you want. The other problem that kind of bugged me is the fact that, and it's just becoming more and more hard, is the fact that I have a smartphone and an iPad and a camcorder and a digital still camera, and my wife has 2 phones, and then when it comes to my dad, we have these family meetings. So how my memories are spread, okay? How do you make one thing out of them? I don't want to share 10 photos and 4 videos. I just want to share one thing, right? I want to share the event. I want to share the feeling of the event. I want to show you how it feels. So you need a way to take those pieces of the memories and combine them together in a matter of seconds, and to get one holistic view of how you look like. And that is interesting, who is the person that I never see in my photos? I never see myself in photos. I never see myself with my family, never, okay, in my videos. So without it, you're out of the picture of your life. Kind of weird. The next thing is something that I remember the feeling of just looking at albums together with people, the albums we used to have, the one we've picked the pictures, and they were all good. There were all the Kodak moments there, and sitting around the living room and watching together the TV, and that's lost. We don't have that anymore, right? So how can you create an experience which brings back these good old albums, but with augmented reality, bring them to life? It's living album. And you can consume those memories. They're always with you on every screen, the smaller, bigger, biggest, anywhere you are. So this is the future of memories, but it's not really the future. It's called Magisto. You can download it right now. It's free. It's in Google Play, on App Store, magisto.com. And we've launched last year here in CES. We won the first prize in the mobile app showdown. And since then, we've gathered more than 3 million users. And right now, we're the top video creation application on iOS and Android. Thank you. Sure.
Okay, the next one is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. That's the kitchen of the future. Whirlpool has been talking to moms since the hand-cranked washing machine, so you can imagine that they've learned a thing or two. One of the things they learned is that women don't want technology just for technology's sake. They want to know that the high-tech additions to their appliances really work for them. Tanu Grewal gets it, and she'll tell you why Whirlpool sees the appliance future.
So, hello everyone. My name is Tanu Grewal, and I work for Whirlpool Corporation. We are a company that makes appliances. Those are those things that nobody notices when they actually work, but they notice when they actually don't work or they break down. So, but again, you know, because I think everybody interacts with appliances on a day-to-day basis, and yet they're just kind of in the background. Nobody remembers the names of their appliances, and nobody's sitting around thinking about the next load of laundry that they're going to run, or you know, the next batch of dishes they're going to put in their dishwasher. So we started about thinking and said, you know, what can we do to make it more exciting? And the one big reason I think that we are in the marketplace is that we exist to really make women's lives easier, simpler, so you guys can all go out and do stuff that you really want to be doing, which is spending time with family, friends, traveling, you know, hobbies and other stuff, fun stuff. So just also to give you context, Whirlpool has been in operation for 100 years. We just celebrated our 100th anniversary in 2011. So for 100 years, we've been studying home life. We know everything and a little bit more about how you do your laundry, or how you don't do it, how you do dishes, how you bake your cookies, just a ton and ton of data around home life in general. So how do we take all of that data and then we, you know, process it into technology for the future? One another thing is, you know, we are the leading manufacturer of appliances for 100 years. So that also means that a lot of you, your friends and your family, have a Whirlpool appliance at home, which also means that sometimes, you know, technology can just be there for technology's sake. And we wanted to give you technology which is purposeful, gives you a tangible benefit out of it, and is also cutting edge. The other thing also is when we talk to consumers, people will say, oh, you know what, I know Whirlpool, I grew up with it. My mom has a Whirlpool, it's my mom's appliance brand. We really want to change that to people thinking of Whirlpool brand as an advanced technology brand that is actually simplifying life through tangible technology that simplifies, creates time for you for things that you want to do. So that's where we landed up with Design to Simplify. That's our tagline and that's our philosophy, because we believe that technology at its most innovative should simplify the things you do. It's very easy for us to take a lot of new technology, gizmos like LCD screens, TVs, and things like that, and slap them on a refrigerator or anything else. But what does it really do? You go to the store, you see that, you think, you know what, I'm getting a big bang for my buck, and you buy it and you bring it home, and then there's buyer's remorse. It doesn't do anything for you. So that's the business we're not in. We're in the business of giving you appliances that have tangible benefits that, again, take steps off the process, simplify things for you. Case in point being our smart appliances that we are launching in March. It's a suite of appliances, a washer, a dryer, a dishwasher, and a refrigerator that are all enabled through a smart app. And you can then manage these appliances from wherever you are. If you're on vacation, your refrigerator will alert you if the power goes out for some reason. If someone leaves your refrigerator door open, it'll alert you. If the water filter is going to die out, it'll tell you, hey, your water filter is about to run out. Do you want to, go ahead and order a new one? And then you can actually do that on your smartphone, which, by the way, everyone's carrying one. Go ahead and order it right away and have it delivered to your home. So making it simple, easy, taking steps off your process, and really enabling you to go back to things that you love to do. In addition, at CES, we are here because, like I said, we really want to change our image from it's my mom's brand to this is an advanced technology brand, because we do a lot of research. We know a lot about your home life practices, and we do create a lot of concepts. But we're a very conservative Midwestern company, and we're sitting around thinking, hey, we have these cool concepts we never share with our consumers, and that's why for the first time we're at CES with some really cool concepts that are not only about tomorrow, but they're about day after tomorrow. So we have a concept called the fireplace, which is it's essentially a canopy which controls mood lighting as well as air purification, and a table which enables you to actually cook on it, keep your cocktails cool. You can raise the height to a bar height when you want to entertain. You can have sunlight emitting when you have a Sunday brunch. The idea is to be able to bring your family, friends, and around fire. So an ancient ritual meant to balance the family in today's life when we're all leading such busy techno-virtual lives. So we had a digital fireside chat with some moms yesterday, and all of them said, if this was a real product, I'd buy it tomorrow. And that's exactly what we want to hear from our consumers. We have, personalization is a huge trend. So we have these glass panels, these for cooking hoods, where you can actually, instead of putting a steel case on top of it, you can have these glass panels which have graphics on them. You can customize them. You can have a photograph of your family on it. You can put the photograph of your cat or whatever have you on it. So it actually blends into the decor of your home and seamlessly, from your kitchen into the rest of your home instead of kind of standing out. So it's things like that with smart appliances, the fireplace, and the hoods that I'm talking about. Again, it's all about advanced technology that is purposeful, allows us to give you a tangible benefit, and really make a very big difference in your day-to-day life. Thank you. And do visit us at booth 70915 at the Venetian.